So this short video lesson is going to talk a little bit about writing ABCD learning objectives. This may not be something you're used to seeing, maybe you have, but anyway, this will go over the process and why it's important. So first of all, why do we write learning objectives in the first place? Well, we all have to teach from a specific state curriculum standard. All of our lessons need to be based on that, and that's why we need to create these objectives so that we can make sure we're hitting that standard. Also, these objectives describe exactly what our learners will display upon completion of the lesson. So these standards will tell us what we want them to be able to do when they finish working through this lesson. It should be the basis for the selection of strategies and media used to present the lesson to the students. We need to make sure that the strategies and things we're using actually help bring that learning objective or that forward so they can meet that standard. And finally, it's the basis for learning expectations and assessment. So we should be able to know that, hey, we expect our students to learn this information, and this is how we're going to test it to make sure that they're good for it. So that's the reasons why we write learning objectives in the first place. So what is this ABCD objective? Well, it's not one that I've heard anything before when I was at Grand Valley. This actually was shown to me by Professor Psycho, who is the person who taught this class before I did and the one that kind of got me started here at Grand Valley. And basically, it's an easy way to write a well-stated learning objective that's easy for you to measure. So easy to understand, easy to measure, that makes a good learning objective. So what are the steps involved here? Well, the A of ABCD is the audience. Who is the objective for? Generally, this is when you say the student will or something along that line. B, the behavior. What is it that we want the students to be able to do? So it's an action verb representing the behavior that we want from our students. C are the conditions of performance, the learning materials environment that we give to our students in order to help them create this learning. And D, the degree of accuracy. The degree of accuracy is also one that generally gets left out a lot, but it's actually the specific information about how you're going to determine student mastery. How do we know the students have learned what we want them to learn? Now, I will caution you that every mastery does not have to be 100%. Sometimes it makes good sense for you to have 100% accuracy, but you don't always have to have that. For example, if you're doing something and we have an assessment that has 10 questions on it, and they get 8 out of the 10 correct, that shows that they've mastered the subject. So just be careful. It doesn't always have to be 100%. It can be, doesn't always have to be. So let's look at what a well-stated learning objective might look like. So let's say we're writing an ABCD objective related to an Earth and Space Science curriculum standard. It could look something like this. Upon completion of this learning experience, the learner will be able to identify the planets in our solar system when shown pictures, getting at least 6 out of 8 correct. You'll see the A, the audience, the learner. B, the behavior, will be able to identify the planets in our solar system. C, the conditions of performance when shown pictures, and D, the degree of accuracy, getting at least 6 out of 8 correct. So that is a well-designed learning objective that is easy to understand and easy to assess, and really takes care of the business there. So if you have any questions about this, please feel free to contact me, and thanks.